If you look at the story of Jesus, you'll see that Judas Iscariot sold Jesus out. He was paid like gold coins. And, I could get into the allegory of this story of how the spirit is sold out the physical form, and it comes down and manifests itself in physical form, the 12 disciples being the signs of the zodiac and things like that. And obviously Jesus, there's actually 13. I don't know if you knew that, but if you look at the way the days are split up, it's 13. It would be 13. And then you being the one that comes down and manifests itself, you being the Jesus. But there is the true story of Jesus being slandered and sacrificed. And this is what everybody experiences in life. They experience betrayal. And this is just a shared human experience, misery and betrayal and suffering and pain. Everybody shares this experience. And I would tell you, if you ran from suffering and pain, then you're not really trying to be built for anything. Suffering and pain is necessary for soul refinement, for soul elevation. This is necessary. Marcus Aurelius said, do not take the path of least resistance. Take the path of the most resistance so you can get the most out of it. If it kills you, so what? But you take the path of most resistance. So, when you get to that level, what could hurt you? There's not a person that's not going to look at this and be like, yeah, that's real rap. Like, I see that. Because that's what it is. A person that's been through a lot, stuff don't be hurting them. Like, it be stuff you be seeing, they shrug that joint right off. Like, what's that? That's nothing. You could care less. It doesn't bother you. You cannot be hurt. You battle tested. You're bulletproof. You different. And this is what pain and necessary suffering makes you go through. It helps you become elevated in the soul category. Do not take the path of least resistance. You take the path of most resistance. Now, I'm not telling you to subject yourself to this level of sacrifice that Jesus did. Jesus literally said, come take me. All right, the time has come. I'm coming to be sacrificed. I'm going to get crucified. I'm not telling nobody to do that. I wouldn't do nothing like that. I'm not telling nobody to do anything for real, but I wouldn't tell you to do that if you didn't want to do it. But you have a lot of people that knows what sacrifice is. I'll go into betrayal because that's the next one I'm gonna do about betrayal. But and just how necessary betrayal is, because this is one of the best learning experiences you want to have. Because you're going to always want to get people close to you no matter what. You're always going to always befriend people and things like that. You're going to love your family and stuff like that. But you're going to experience betrayal at a high level. A lot of people experience it on levels that a lot of people cannot even fathom. Like, from their mother, from their father, from their kids. So, this is just regular human experience. People experience this stuff, and it's necessary for you to go through, and for you to eliminate a lot of the pain and suffering that you get from a children age, so you don't become children adults. You see a lot of children adults in reality right now. In our society, you have a lot of people walking around, they're big kids, calling people names, and they're being a big kid. They're just immaturity at its finest. And I mean, if you thought as a kid that it hurt, if you didn't grow out of it then, and you're still getting hurt as an adult. I mean, really, like, I mean, when are you going to grow? This is just this is the weak that shoot at the, what if they hurt you? I mean, sure, this is the names is not like words. They don't even hurt. Like, whatever somebody tries to hurt you or kill you or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you tighten up. Like, you gotta be battle tested. You need to go through some things. And then if that hurt you, you know what I'm saying? So this is just a normal thing. Jesus also was going to be struck down 3 times by Peter. Another form of betrayal. And Peter was Jesus's, like, his right hand. This was Jesus's right hand. Jesus, he was going to deny, Peter was going to deny Jesus. He was going to deny even knowing him. You're going to have friends that are going to deny knowing you, or they're going to slander you and be like, man, I don't mess with bull. This is just a normal thing. You should know this. This is in your Bible. So, I tell people to, read it. Like, read these things. This is your life. This is what you're going to experience. If you think you're different from Jesus, then you really don't know your Bible. You don't know your religion. These are stories of yourself. So you gotta take these stories so you can become a better human being. That's what we lack right now in society. We have a bunch of people walking around, crashing into each other, doing name callings and things like that, and immaturity. Somebody the other day called Donald Trump a Cheeto Hitler. I died laughing, like, real rap. That was the funniest thing I ever heard. Excuse me. But it's silly. This is a grown person. This is like a artist. A writer. Like, what? Like, you that immature that this is what you come up with now? I mean, it's funny, yes, for a comedian. But if you're not getting paid to make jokes, then I would be mad if this is the type of behavior you would act around your kids. You teaching your kids to do this. And what do kids do? Go right to school and then do this to each other. So when you want to know why your kid is going through that at school, it's because their parents do this. This is childish and insane that our society still acts like children. So, somebody put a sticker on their truck saying that Kamala was a hoe. I mean, like, what is wrong? What is up with y'all? Like, what? Nobody's worried about this. Nobody looks at this and says, oh man, I'm worried about human beings' future. All the philosophers predicted this. All of them. They predicted that human beings will become stupider.